After Gabriel Moscado and Murillo, Wesley Gassova is the next Corinthians starlet to attract attention from Europe, linked with Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Rennes, Roma and West Ham. Can Gassova be a success in the Premier League in Europe, and what qualities does he have?
Romero pedindo, Wesley levou, que drible, que lance, outro.
I'm Ross, welcome to Scout Missions, the channel that focuses on upcoming talents. If you wish to get more videos, subscribe and hit that notification bell. After impressing for Corinthians under-20 teams in the Copinha and the Brasileiro under-20 Championship, Wesley was promoted to the first team at just the age of 18. A lively and explosive winger, Wesley has made more of an impression this season as he continues his development and growth, and has adapted to the rigours of professional football very well. So what qualities does he have? What areas does he need to improve on? And how will those qualities help him to settle into the Premier League should he make the move there? And does he have the potential to become one of the best wingers in Europe?
Bola aberta na corrida, ganhou, cruzou, definiu Rian!
Wesley has been likened to Mbappe due to his explosiveness and his ability to come off the left. However, he does not have the top speed that Mbappe does when running in behind. However, he is able to explode and burst away from defenders, as he is quite a compact player, able to twist and turn past players and using force to get past them. He's got quick feet too. He's able to shift his body quickly and move out of tight spaces and then power into the space that opens up in front of him, making him a very useful and effective player in transitions. And it's these physical qualities that make him such a threat in 1v1 situations, especially when coming around the back of defenders. However, he does need a bit of work on some physical aspects. For example, he's bullied off the ball on this occasion here, and here he loses his balance at the slightest touch, which happens quite often. And his explosiveness in these situations also makes him quite an effective presser, especially when players make loose touches.
De novo Wesley, dominando, vai passar Mosquito, Wesley, clareou, pé direito, bateu!
A right-footed left winger, Wesley typically holds the width and looks to create that space to drive into for crossing situations or an ability to get a shot away. Here he plays on the shoulder looking to get in behind, and is usually waiting in that space out wide for a defender to commit and drive into that space, constantly playing on the right back shoulder to get in behind and get a cross away. He's also extremely effective in transitions where he makes deep runs from the wide areas and then comes inside to drive at the defence. Sometimes he drifts inside to occupy the space between the last two defenders to link up play, cut inside and find a teammate.
Dá tapa na frente pro Wesley, tem liberdade, Romero pedindo, Wesley levou.
Wesley is very much a touch and go winger where he uses quick interchanges and then moves into the space quickly. You see here, he just drops the ball back to midfield, continues to keep the width, but his goal is to play quickly and direct. He possesses quite a close control too, so he's able to get the ball under control relatively quickly and feed the ball into teammates as fast as possible in a positive manner. Quick touches in the centre here, evades the pressure, works the space, keeps the ball under close control and is able to burst away. Wesley is able to take many touches in short distances, which allows him to really face up defenders and then power past them into the space. Here you see he changes direction extremely quickly whilst receiving, cuts inside and opens the field up. It's these tricks and skills that make him an effective winger. Again, shifts the ball very quickly and then cuts back again, beating the defender and getting a cross away. Here he just draws in the tackle but then skips past the player quickly to looking for a cutback. Whilst the ball doesn't necessarily stick to his feet, he is able to shift it quickly and adapt to the movement and space that opens up ahead of him. Here he just loses out, but he's direct with it. Here, tight spaces, quickly moving the ball past defenders and shifting away. An exceptional change of speed really helps him in these scenarios, and he's able to just flick the ball past players and get crosses in. Wesley typically looks for cutbacks or floated crosses. In this instance, he tries a cutback with his left foot, which he's particularly quite strong at. Here he floats one in towards the back, but lacks quite a bit of swerve. And again, another chance to float one in, which doesn't meet its target. Wesley doesn't possess too much backlift from shots when he's shooting from more static situations. Here you'll see he gets the accuracy, but not really the power, which means his shots can be quite easy for the goalkeeper to get to and reach. When it comes to his weaker foot, Wesley is able to generate quite a bit of power behind his cutbacks. Accuracy is normally pretty good in those situations. Here he's able to work space and then flash across goal. However, there are occasions where Wesley is able to generate power, especially when he cuts inside quickly and gets a swerving shot away and from closer range with an angle. Wesley possesses the ability to be a threat from numerous positions in attack. He's able to shift and shoot on the edge of the penalty area. He can also pick up the ball on the way towards goal, driving at space, committing defenders and taking them out of the game on his route to goal. A superbly worked goal in that case. And he's also able to get in behind the defenders with his pace and explosiveness. And he is able to get in close range and finish from there, but he needs to do that more often. However, it's in behind the defence or on that last shoulder where he really comes alive. He can twist and turn defenders to work shooting positions, and when he gets in these ranges, he's normally pretty good at finishing it. Another example here of him getting right behind the defence, stretching the defenders, pulling them out of position, and also beating them to get a decisive cross or shot in. He's also not afraid to shoot from all angles, so once he really improves his accuracy, you should see him pop up with more goals. He represses the defenders and the goalkeeper as well. And a composed finish, which is more of his game we need to see of. Again, playing on the shoulder of last defender to become decisive. And his ability to really take defenders out of the game opens up chances for his teammate to make him a real threat.
Vem pro mano a mano. Cortou pra perna direita. Wesley. Grande passe pra fora.
One aspect of Wesley's game that's seen great improvement since joining the first team is his patience to wait for the right pass rather than try to flash a shot. Here, he just waits for the moment for things to open up and then just plays a calm pass inside. And when he comes inside, he doesn't often dribble aimlessly. He looks first for a pass. Here he opens the passing lane up into the striker. Another situation here where he just waits for the moment for things to open up before trying another through ball. And in this instance, he doesn't panic on the ball, spends time, holds up play and waits for a support run before cutting the ball across goal. And he uses his explosiveness to press intelligently and win the ball back. Despite his qualities on the ball, Wesley does need to work on some aspects of his game significantly, such as crossing and the cross selection. He does tend to float crosses in with little accuracy or power for his teammates to really make something of. And in this situation here, he just wildly overhits it. So his accuracy range needs a lot of work, especially if he's to be a success as a winger in the Premier League. He will need to really amplify and enhance his ability to create chances for his teammates from these situations. He would also need to significantly work on his finishing, as there's a lot of occasions where he just doesn't really get the right accuracy or power or range on his strike. Here in a 1v1 situation, he hits it pretty much straight at the goalkeeper, and he just doesn't really connect with it well enough. Other occasions as well, he's able to work himself into the final third very well, but then the execution on the final pass just isn't there.
Passa por todo mundo e o Walter domina para sair jogando.
So as you can see, Wesley has a lot of raw qualities and attributes that would really help him to set the Premier League alive. He's got the explosiveness, the power, the pace, and he is a goal threat, and he does create chances for his teammates by opening spaces with his direct play. However, there are some elements that need significant work, such as his crossing ability and his ability to really take advantage of that space that he does create for himself or other teammates. However, I can see his direct play working really well in the transitions, especially for a team like Crystal Palace or West Ham. Crystal Palace more so under Oliver Glasner. So what do you think? Does Wesley Gassova have the talent and ability to really excel in the Premier League, or does his future lie elsewhere in Europe? Which league and club would he suit? And does he have the capacity to be a real success in Europe and become an elite winger? So please tell me what you think, add your comments below. Thank you for watching the video, I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.